Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm WolfsbaneGaming and we are back with another video on Lord of the Rings Return of the King. If you haven't seen the walkthrough series, there will be a link in the top corner of this video to the playlist, and this is the review. If you like this kind of content, then please do hit the like button, turn the notification button, join Wolfgang by hitting that subscribe. Now let's jump in. This game came out in 2003 on the original Xbox, the PlayStation 2, and I'm 98% certain that it came out on the PC as well. You play as most of the members of the Fellowship of the Ring, Aragorn, Legolas, Gimli, Gandalf, and Sam. You do get to play as Frodo in the final mission of the game, and then you unlock 3 secret characters by completing the game, and then you can play through all the missions as any character you want. You also unlock the secret survival mission by completing the game as well. Oh my fucking god. So this game is definitely a challenge at times. If you don't want the difficulty, you can always just put the difficulty on easy, and then you don't have to worry about the difficulty in missions. They'll be dulled down to barely a challenge, which it's alright. But I did the entire walkthrough on normal, and even though it was normal, the difficulty was basically hard, especially for 3 missions. And those 3 missions, I'm just gonna name them. I'm not gonna say, like, describe what the missions are. First one you'll bump into will be Escape from Osgiliath, which is a mission where you play as Sam. Then you will have a mission called Creef Ungul. That was also a challenge, and you also play as Sam. And then the final difficulty mission is the Black Gate, where you can play as either Aragorn, Gimli, Legolas, or Gandalf. And that is the hardest out of all 3 of them, and it's also the hardest and longest mission in the entire game. So yeah, if you haven't played this game, but you are a big fan of Lord of the Rings, and you've got a PlayStation 2 or a PC or whatever, I do recommend getting your hands on the game and actually playing it, because it is definitely a nostalgic game for me and many others. It is also a bloody classic game with the bare minimum in combat, as you can see, relatively easy to deal with. You've got every character has a ranged weapon and a close combat weapon. But yeah, this game is definitely a hella fun to play, even now, which is 22 years after the game came out, and here I am still having a blast with the game. So yeah, I do recommend this game to anyone that hasn't played it, and if you have played it in the past, but you remember it fondly and want to play again, go for it. Do so. It is such a good game. Graphics are not great, but it is PlayStation 2, so. But yeah, it's a quick game to complete if you can get behind the combat mechanics and the difficulty. But like I said, you can always dull the difficulty down to easy if you want. I'm gonna do 2 ratings for this game. My nostalgic review rating is a 9 out of 10, because I look upon this game with fond memories. But if I was reviewing the game as if it just came out, or it's my first time playing it, never played it in past, it would have to be a 7 out of 10, unfortunately. And that's because it's got some of the same quirks as Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers, where the combat The combat is a lot more refined in this game than it was in Two Towers, but there's still a lot of problems. The enemies can just pop out of nowhere at times, which sucks. And there's not that many checkpoints throughout the mission, so you could literally go from beginning of a mission to the end without a single checkpoint. So if you die at the end, you have to start from the beginning, just like the Two Towers. But with this game, there are checkpoints, but not in all the missions, and they are barely spread out throughout the mission. So do be careful with your health. But anyway, yes, 9 out of 10 nostalgic, 7 out of 10 new. Hopefully you enjoyed this review and this walkthrough series. If you did, hit the like button, turn the notification button, join Wolfgang by hitting my subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. WolfsbaneGaming, signing off.